philanthropic activity, but instead has found its way into the pockets of BJP, VHP, RSS functionaries. The Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi, not only took all the credit, but after the Supreme Court verdict, essentially all the activity related to the temple trust, all the appointments were done through the union government. The Home Minister, Sri Amit Shah, is also very central to those appointments. And at the very top of the organization, we had a senior RSS functionary, Sri Champat Rai. We had, again in the trust, one of the leading trustees was one gentleman called Anil Mishra. And then this trust was also kept out by the government from the Right to Information Act. You will remember that the Right to Information Act was introduced by the Congress-led UPA government. And it is a weapon in the hands of the public when they want to demand accountability, when they want to demand transparency. But the Ram Temple Trust was shielded from the RTI. Why do you want to shield an organization if it is behaving very cleanly and transparently? Why, now that these allegations have come into the public view, have Champat Rai and Mr. Mishra resigned? They have resigned because they have presided over this loot. And as you know, in the Sangh Parivar, in the BJP, if you know anything about the BJP's fundraising, the fundraising is very, very centralized. The loot collection is very, very centralized. And so, what they have done now, Yogi Adityanath, the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, has set up a special investigating team. That special investigating team is headed by an officer who has multiple charges of fraud and other things against him. Right away, you can imagine that he is a compromised officer. And the initial reports that are coming out from that SIT are targeting only the small fish, the people who were actually caught in the counting process. But where did the bulk of the money go? Why have Champat Rai and Mr. Mishra resigned? How much has flown right to the top, to the man who takes credit for this whole thing? Let me tell you, Modi ji, if you take credit, you must also take responsibility. But instead, when the loot of Sri Rama is taking place, you are observing a Mauna Vrat, you have not said anything. When are you going to break your silence and tell the people of India what has happened at this Ram Temple Trust, who has looted this money, and what the devotees' contributions, how their faith in the Lord has been shattered because of your behavior, your Sangh Parivar behavior, and everyone else around this who have been focused only on money making, just like your political party. Let me tell you, friends, that this is a tragedy. This is a tragedy for which we demand accountability. Sri Rama, if you know your history, your mythology, your epics, is called Maryada Purushottam, a person who is the ultimate man, a person who is an embodiment of principles. But the people who have misused his name are behaving in the exact opposite manner, and it is time that we have FIRs instituted, we have arrests made, and the investigation traces the trail of the loot from the small fish to the big sharks who are sitting in New Delhi. Now, if you look, there are lots of other issues. Basically, the multiple people involved in this trust. There is one gentleman called Gopal Rao, Gopal Nagarkote. Krishna Mohan is the RSS Eastern Uttar Pradesh in charge. All of these people, what is their role? Are they so incompetent that they cannot supervise the collections? Have they ever been to Tirupati? Have they seen how systematically all this is done? Instead, they have refused to actually conduct these kinds of investigations in a proper manner. They have not put in place the procedures for how to collect devotees' donations and how to organize that and ensure that that faith of the devotees is respected. They have numerous examples are there about fake receipts, cash offerings being put into people's pockets, a lot of accounting irregularities, financial manipulation, etc. And now that this story is coming out, other behavior in similar temples, like for example in Badrinath, you are also starting to see these stories of loot of devotees' money by the temple functionaries, mainly from the Sangh Parivar. So that is the level of rot in the system. They will misuse the God's name and they will misuse the devotees' donations. That is the character of these people. Not hesitate to talk about all kinds of local issues when it suits him, when he has no hesitation in provoking communal tensions. This man is silent in the face of these allegations. Can Champat Rai, Anil Mishra, Govind Dev Giri, Gopal Rao, other senior Sangh Parivari trustees, can they escape our accountability? When the entire trust stands in the dock, why is action being taken only against junior employees? Is the union government afraid of the truth? If everything was transparent, why did these people resign? Why have no arrests been made at the highest levels? So, the Congress party demands that Prime Minister Narendra Modi must answer the nation. What is his role? What is the role of the Prime Minister's office? Don't forget that the Prime Minister's office has played a very central role in the whole trust, in the temple building, in the activities after that. A former secretary to the Prime Minister, Chief Secretary to the Prime Minister, Rupendra Mishra, is on the trust. All of these, the finger points to the Prime Minister himself. And then we demand immediate arrests. Lodge the FIR, register the FIRs and make the arrests against Champat Rai, Anil Mishra, all the other people who are under suspicion. We need an independent judicial inquiry under Supreme Court supervision. If you say there is an SIT going on, I've already told you that the chief of the SIT is an officer of very questionable record and therefore easily prone to manipulation and blackmail. And so we cannot trust the SIT. Some people will say we cannot trust even other constitutional bodies. I will not say that. I demand that the Supreme Court, Supreme Court has a role in this. It is their verdict that has led to the creation of the temple, of the involvement of the union government, etc. Let them, in the interests of the people of India, the devotees who have contributed to this temple, to the Lord Rama, let the Supreme Court institute a judicial inquiry and let that inquiry report not be stuck in sealed covers, let it be made public too, so that all of us can very clearly understand what has gone on. We also need an immediate dissolution of the Sri Ram Janmabhoomi Tirtha Kshetra Trust. Okay, this trust, that very word trust, has been demolished by these people. And therefore, these people who have misused their position, who have looted the Lord's money, they have no business staying in office. Dissolve the trust, reconstitute the trust with a new set of people of impeccable integrity, people from all religions if need be, so that they can oversee what is going on in this temple in the interests of the people of India. And then let us have a complete forensic audit. What these people have done, their CCTV recordings, they overwrite them every 45 days. So only the last 45 days, some thievery you might be able to catch. What has happened in all these years? What happened to those 3,000 plus crores? That, that evidence is evidence you have to get indirectly. Please go see the kind of assets that have been built up by all these people, their families, their extended families and their benamis. They have a good modus operandi in how to go about this kind of behavior. So, finally, let me point out that if the trust is constituted under the supervision of the Prime Minister, we need him to take responsibility for this scandal. If you are saying that nothing has happened, then why did Champat Rai and Anil Mishra have to resign, and why were those resignations accepted? And if nothing improper has taken place, what do you have to fear? Let there be a Supreme Court investigation and you come out clean. But I am telling you, my friends, unfortunately, these people you think that they cannot go to a newer depth, newer low. They will come up with a new method to disgust us with their behavior, with their betrayal of the trust of millions of devotees, with the betrayal of the trust of Sri Rama himself. When devotees gave money to the Lord, these people have looted that and put it in their pocket. It is about time that the people of India, around the country and in the diaspora, in every foreign country where people also contributed, let them all stand up, join us in this demand that the Prime Minister needs to accept his responsibility, that the Sangh Parivar needs to tell us what its role in all this has been, and that arrests are made and the trust is dissolved and a new chapter is begun after the culprits from top to bottom are arrested and taken to task. That is what the nation, what they owe Lord Rama. Thank you very much.
Any questions? The main question is to put before the BJP government.
You have seen the Prime Minister, the whole, his role in all this. He has set up the trust. His office has appointed people, has supervised the construction. His former principal secretary has been in charge. And when the temple was consecrated, who did the pujas? The modern Rajaraja Chola, like a king, he came and sat there and did the puja, right? Okay. But then, now, what have the people that he has put in place done? Okay. They have looted. They have looted the devotees' money. And in the BJP, a lot of loot which takes place goes upwards. So we want to know, Mr. Prime Minister, you take credit. Now you take responsibility for this, okay? When a railway accident takes place, we ask for the railway minister to resign. You remember how Lal Bahadur Shastri resigned. So now, if you are the boss of this entire operation from top to bottom, then please tell us what your role has been and resign if necessary. That is what it is.
Not relevant. இல்லை இவர் வந்திருக்க விஷயம் அவ்வளோதான். இதை பற்றி தான்.
I don't even know what he said.
Prime Minister is going across the country telling forensic.
The FCRA issue. See, the BJP basically looks for new weapons to attack other people, to attack other religions, to attack civil society organizations, etc. Right? Now, over the years, India has been a developing country, and we are still a developing country. Okay? And so, when when there is poverty, when there is illiteracy, people want to give donations from around the world to organizations that are making a difference to the lives of the poor. And for that, we have a law called the Foreign Contributions Regulation Act, which says you can contribute money. Now, some of those monies go to religious organizations. And religious organizations from different religions do devote a lot of time and effort and resources to public causes. I have studied in an institution that was set up by Jesuit priests, okay, by Christian missionaries historically. But I'm a practicing Hindu. Nobody influenced my religion or anything like that in that school. But they gave me the educational foundation from which to go to the best institutions in the world and get my PhD from there. All right? So that is the kind of movement that is there across religions, across civil society. And some of them take FCRA money. Now, there is a clause in the FCRA which says that if your FCRA is cancelled, okay, then whatever you have built with that FCRA money can go back to the government, right? And so now they are weaponizing this. They are basically going to churches and saying, oh, this wing of the church was built with FCRA money, now this belongs to the government. This part of this other religion, something else was happening. So it's just used in their standard method of giving trouble to other religions, especially religious minorities. Okay? So there is, it is a misuse of the law. It is, what is the government going to do with acquiring those properties, which were, forget temples or churches or hospitals, things that have been built with FCRA money. Why should the government come in the way and interfere in those things? Just to trouble the people who have put in so much effort. So this is standard behavior. I told you, every time they think about something new, okay? Now they've got everyone worried about whether they're citizens of India. It is, whatever, you're born here, you're a citizen of India, and suddenly you discover that unless the government approves that you're a citizen of India, your passport is also meaningless. Anyway, enough of that. That is not the topic. Okay, thank you very much.
Please sit. Raju. Okay.
தேர்தல் நேரத்தில் நடந்த சில தவறுகளை கண்டறிவதற்காக உண்மை கண்டறிதல் குழு தமிழ்நாடு காங்கிரஸ் கட்சி தலைவராக நியமிக்கப்பட்டிருக்க டாக்டர் ஜெயக்குமார் அவர்கள் அந்த குழுவின் தலைவர் என்ற முறையில் பத்திரிகையாளர் சந்திப்பார். இதயதுல்லா இருக்காரு, உடன்
பத்திரிகையாளர்களுக்கும் ஊடகத்துறையினருக்கும் வணக்கம். தேர்தல் நேரத்தில் நடந்த தவறுகளை கண்டறிந்து அதன் மீது ஒரு அறிக்கையை தர வேண்டும் என்று அகில இந்திய காங்கிரஸ் கமிட்டி உண்மை கண்டறியும் குழு என்ற ஒரு குழுவை எனது தலைமையில் அமைந்திருக்கிறது. அதன் ஒருங்கிணைப்பாளராக இதயதுல்லா அவர்கள் இருக்கின்றார்கள் மற்றும் 4 உறுப்பினர்கள் அதில் இருக்கின்றார்கள். இந்த குழுவானது தன்னுடைய வேலையை கடந்த மாதம் 27ஆம் தேதி துவங்கி இதுவரை 4-5 முறை 7 முறை தொகுதி வாரியாக தொண்டர்களை சந்தித்து, வேட்பாளர்களை சந்தித்து, மாவட்ட தலைவர்களை சந்தித்து நாங்கள் போட்டியிட்ட 28 தொகுதிகளில் ஆய்வு செய்திருக்கின்றோம். இப்பொழுது இந்த குழுவினுடைய வேலை கடைசி கட்டத்தை நெருங்கி இருக்கின்றது. நாளைய தினம் சனிக்கிழமை அன்றும் நாளைய மறுநாள் ஞாயிற்றுக்கிழமை அன்றும் இக்குழு தன்னுடைய கடைசி அமர்வை செய்ய இருக்கின்றது. இந்த 2 நாட்களில் முன்னாள் பாராளுமன்ற உறுப்பினர்கள், இந்நாள் பாராளுமன்ற உறுப்பினர்கள், முன்னாள் சட்டமன்ற உறுப்பினர்கள், இந்நாள் சட்டமன்ற உறுப்பினர்கள், தமிழ்நாடு காங்கிரஸ் கமிட்டியுடைய தலைவர், முன்னாள் தமிழ்நாடு காங்கிரஸ் கமிட்டியினுடைய தலைவர்கள், வேறும் பல முக்கிய பொறுப்பாளர்களை வரவழைத்து அவர்களுடைய கருத்துக்களையும் கேட்டு எங்களுடைய அறிக்கையை பூர்த்தி செய்ய இருக்கின்றோம். இதில் கடந்த வரப்போகின்ற இந்த 2 சனிக்கிழமை ஞாயிற்றுக்கிழமை நாட்களில் தமிழ்நாட்டிலே எங்கெங்கிருந்தனும் எந்த தொகுதியில் இருந்தேனும் குறிப்பாக இந்த 28 தொகுதிகளிலே இருந்து இன்னும் யாராவது சில குறைகளை சொல்ல வேண்டும், அதற்கு வழிகாண வேண்டும் என்ற எண்ணம்